Mrs. Danielle Freach, a math teacher at Blessed Mother Teresa, has the goal to facilitate a class that is student-centric. She uses websites and the LMS D2L to enrich the student experience.
I use the LMS in order to flip my classroom. Students go home at night and go to the website where they find links to different web applications, YouTube videos, and websites in order to introduce them to the curriculum that we will be exploring further the next day in class. Students come into class much more aware of what they will be studying that day, and they can come in with their own devices, whether it's smartphones, iPads, tablets, or laptops. Students work together in groups to solve problems and explore the curriculum at a much deeper level, together and with me circulating around the room, able to help them with the typical homework that they would be doing at home.
I like the blended model because it makes math much more fun and easier in class. The night before, we would be able to watch our videos and come into class having a basic idea of what we're learning. And that results in us being able to have fun activities in groups, and that is why I like the blended model.
With a goal to promote collaboration among students through the flipped or blended class, Danielle's work is inspiring. Now, Principal Steve Carey shares his thoughts on the 21st century experience at BMT.
To contextualize what's happening in Danielle's classroom and in other classrooms across our school, you have to look back 4 years ago when I got here. And technology at that time really wasn't at the forefront of what we did, and I really wanted to change that. And part of that was our anniversary, which was coming up, our 25th anniversary of the school. So we started to increase our web presence, to make it newer and fresher, to remind people and let people know about what we're doing. We also added in things with social media to get our information out to people and to reconnect with the broader community. In doing that, in our new website, we added an area called Titans Tutorials. So teachers at that point started to create their own web pages and different ways to use technology to connect with their students. And what Danielle did, as others are doing, started doing a thing called Flipping the Classroom. And in that, Danielle provided lessons and all sorts of things online for her students to have access to outside of the traditional class time. And by doing that, it allowed parents as well to see what was happening in class. It allowed the students to work at a different pace on their material. And it's just continued to grow and grow. And now other teachers are using that Titans tutorial platform as a way of introducing a variety of newer technologies and newer ways to collaborate in their learning. Our most recent project that we've done involves an iPad project for teachers. So in terms of 21st century teaching and learning, we started last year with 10 teachers with iPads to see what would happen in the classroom in terms of engagement, not only of students, but also the engagement of teachers in the learning and teaching. So once they got the iPads in their hands, they sort of took off on that as a team, as a group, and collaboratively worked on all sorts of different things, finding new apps and ways to engage students in their programs. We've now expanded that to 20 teachers, so teachers are now partnering up with other teachers in the departments and across the departments to add more. And the next thing that we're really excited about is what happens when we put technology more in the hands of the students. So we're looking at iPad minis coming in to see what happens when they're now in the hands of the kids, what kind of collaboration can go on when they work in groups with an iPad as opposed to just a teacher using it. So that would be the next step for us, is getting more technology in the hands of kids to see what happens.